Good morning, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Morning, Ken. Morning, everyone.
Top of the morning. Happy Friday, everybody. All right. We're basically 100 points from either volume level that we have. Got our low of the day right here. Maybe we go push below that here at open, and then do something. There it is.
And are you sharing your screen? Hello?
There we go.
There we go.
I got it working now. All right. What a crazy opening.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning, Ray.
How you doing this morning?
Doing good.
That's good. That's
This
good.
week flew by.
Yes, it did.
Flew by. Really good week though. Yeah, how about you? How's your Friday going so far? You get any trades in, or you just starting out?
Just starting out. I looked at the charts a little earlier, but I didn't do anything. Yeah, so just starting out.
Very nice. Dude, it's like so many times this week we had a Titan win on the opening candle. Normally I try to avoid those trades, but I think every single trade ended up winning.
Let everybody know we are live.
Let's see who's got the mic. Antoinette, can you mute?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's over here. Yeah, that's right.
It's been some pretty easy trading right inside of this little bit of a range if you're up to it. I got a couple little quick little in and out type of trades, but nothing really setting up yet. So for those of you
Yeah.
just hopping in, you haven't really missed much. We haven't gone anywhere. This has been probably one of the what would you say one of the most muted opens we've had this week?
Yes.
Not that volatile, really.
Yeah.
It's small range.
Caught something when I first on that downtrend. I caught like $100 something.
I think that was the most predictable move that has happened so far. I mean, we had our current low was at this blue line. We opened up and swept the low of it and we started looking for buys. I mean, you couldn't have gotten too much easier than that.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, all.
How you doing, Mike?
Excellent. Excellent. Good trading, everybody.
Yeah, glad to hear it. Yeah, it's been a good week. Good week. That up. We're down below everything right now. So if you just taking a look at Delta, everything is dumped and it's still continuing to dump. So price is pushing up and Delta is actively dumping on NASDAQ as we speak. It's kind of weird to look at it, but apparently all sellers are being absorbed right now.
Order rejected.
All right, I just snagged a quick little push out of here, right up to that volume level there, which is also VWAP, value area low. POC hasn't shifted down on NASDAQ right yet, but we got all these reasons to buy right here. We're coming out of this volume zone here. We got the signal there to buy. This what do I call these things? These little volume boxes. So we got the TP there, and this is the TP for the big one. It's a little bit too big of a risk for me, but that's that. There's TP on that.
Yep, snagged another one.
Nice job. I'm at 291 right now. And I had a very good week, so I'll probably keep it light today. I've got a couple trades right here during the open. I'm thinking what I'll probably do is just sit back and create a bias and look for some Titan trades and some volume trades. I don't feel like doing tons of analyzing. I mean, unless the market wakes up and does something really cool that is just pushing out opportunities, I'm gonna keep it real simple today.
Yep.
Got our webinar at 12 as well, so you guys definitely show up for mentorship people. You guys show up for the webinar. If you've got any questions, need to go over anything for the week, need to review anything for the week. By the way, we're reaching up towards kind of a key area. We have yesterday's midpoint. So if you measure between the high of yesterday and the low of yesterday, the 50% point is at 622, and today's midpoint is at 630. So from 622 to 630, between here and here is are those points. So wouldn't really be surprised if price doesn't go right up into there. I mean, it's gonna at least go up into. Let me look at it. Yeah, I mean, at least 620. It's yesterday 622. That'll put us back up into these highs here, right back up into this little zone right there as well. Just see how, I guess we'll see how it reacts to this VWAP here, which is at 604. We're above it right now. Where is our POC? Oh, our POC and everything is way up here as well. Nothing has shifted down yet. POC's at 660. Wow, this is a hard push right there. Some big sell orders just came in. Like over 600 just now. I don't know what just hit the line.
That was
Let's see.
crazy. That was
We don't have any news, do we? Thank you. Well, at least we hit TP right before that happened. There wasn't even a lot of volume in there either. There goes POC, just shifted. Cedric, what's happening?
Not much, just watching this crap happen.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty boring day, huh?
So far.
What if we're going to fill that gap up?
Where do we got one at?
It gap down from after open.
Mm.
It gap down quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
To that gap.
man, it did. I didn't even notice that. I didn't look at the market since yesterday. We're dipping into these wicks from before. We'll see if it turns around right in this area. If there was a low risk trading opportunity, it would be right in here. I don't know if it's gonna turn around, right? But this would definitely be an area where we'd start looking for it. Delta has done nothing but drop though since open on NASDAQ. Even though it was going up, it has done literally nothing but drop. So somebody had a reason to want to take price down lower. That's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, see how it turned around right there? We do have buyers stepping in.
I got in at 541.
You're getting good at that.
I just waited for that wick down, and I placed a pending order, and I didn't mark it.
Mm-hmm. There was a little volume down at 34 that I was eyeballing, but I think what you did was just fine. You're in profit, that's for sure, and especially if you put your stop loss right below the wick of that low. You got probably like good 1 to 2 or something like that, huh?
Yeah, I took a little bit of profit at 61. It was good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe it's going for it now. I'm not interested in that sell. Just to say, I mean, it could do it, but those are weird to me.
I had my stop loss hit on that large candle that at the 41 on minute mark. It was so fast. It
Oh
blew
yeah.
past my stop loss. I mean, it did fill, but it didn't fill at my stop loss. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. All right, oh, we're going for the lows. We're at that little volume area I was talking about right now. It wants to go lower. Yep. I'm
I
just,
think we're going for the 500 level, maybe.
yeah, maybe so. I can't believe that just reached down there and hit TP. What's all down here? Oh wait, I got a chart for this. Hold on. This is perfect. Just drew this up this morning. I had this level here, this 497. Yeah, 497. What I had marked up for this POC here the previous day. Hmm. Got buyers trying so hard. A lot of buyers in this candle here. Just can't do it. If this candle don't make a new low, oh, there it goes. I was about to say, what we're witnessing is on NASDAQ a rare sighting of what is called a slow rotation. And it's one of those flush style trades, but basically in slow motion. It is how it's setting up, and they can be good and profitable, just like a regular flush, but it's like slower. It gives you a little bit more time. But that candle came in lower, so looks like a good flush, but we don't have sellers in there yet. I mean, we don't have buyers in there yet, and we failed to make a higher high on that candle. I'm looking for. I'm trying my best not to be early to this, so I am looking for clear confirmation that price can go higher, that we have buyers. Like so far, this candle has failed to go lower, but it's also failed to go higher. Reconnect. All right, now it's showing that we can go higher. Let's see if there's any way to get in here. Not in an easy way.
You know, Ken, that big candle that blew past my stop loss kind of reminds me of the old Forex trading when there was news. I mean, your stop loss got blown by all the time in the
Oh
news.
my God, yeah.
I
You're
mean,
right.
this wasn't terrible, but like I'd have to take a look at the trade, but it definitely did not fill where I had my stop loss.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one of the I think the first time I've seen that happen in a long time in futures. Compared to Forex, it was like common.
Where it did move very fast, so
It was super fast.
I'm as much as I'm not going to take the time to explain it because you need a visual. I've tried to explain this to you before, but I'm going to do it in a simple way, but I'm going to create visuals for the order flow class. But there's something that happens when price runs up quickly, and especially right around open like this. Depending on, and I wasn't watching it happen live and right there on at the moment, but but what'll happen is if the order book gets cleared out below, right? Like below, if you're looking at my chart here, you could see how price had moved up really quick. And depending on, what's happening right before that candle got slammed down, if the order book gets thinned out a little bit down there, then what will happen is it will fill you in at the next available price, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But what like you can see what that looks like. I don't think there would have been any way for you to avoid that, but you can, with enough practice, you'll start seeing when the order book looks really thin compared
Yeah.
to what it would normally look like. And so also the other thing is what we had, remember, you'd have to look at it like this. Here, let me pull this over here. You have to look at it like this. Okay, let me get this scooted over here. Okay, so all right, so this was like something was abnormal here. So you see from open, which was at 7:30 right here. I'm pointing at this candle here. From open, look at delta. So price
It's going
open
down.
and it pushed down and then it started to push up, but look, the entire time we had super aggressive selling happening here. So
Okay.
what we had was
Major divergence.
tons of sellers overwhelming the buyers, right? So could you imagine with the pressure that was building? That's what I look for to trade that. That's this exactly. See, the difference is I'd have been part of this trading the other way instead of trading against that, which would have worked in my favor because of the explosion that happened downward.
But the thing is, would you have caught it? Because it was super fast.
Well, I mean, it would have all depended on if you would have been
You would have,
looking for a sell or not. You know what I mean? I was looking, but I wasn't looking at. I don't normally trade that early. You know what I mean? That was only what 9-10 minutes after open. So
yeah,
yeah,
11.
but the whole point of it is, okay, we can see a huge presence of sellers. So what we have are sellers hammering away, fill me, fill me, fill me, fill me, fill me, right? And then you had buyers underneath it absorbing, 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 absorbing. So what they intentionally did, and I'm gonna this is called passive intentions. Okay. And so what they did was remove the liquidity. That is why this just immediately dropped out from underneath. They removed the liquidity that was propping this up. And because sellers were already hammering so hard, it dropped out from underneath there. There was a lack of liquidity, and that's why you got slipped. Because somebody was doing it. There's no question about it, because you can see in the delta, if somebody wasn't holding this price up here, then it would have been going down, because look at the aggressive sellers. There's a lack of buyers, there's aggressive sellers, and somebody removed the liquidity that was propping that up, and bam, it dropped it. And so imagine, remember what I had told you before, is you could almost imagine it like
well, the pressure was building and then it came. But when you have a chance, look at the MNQ. The delta is exact opposite. It's going up.
Yeah. Until that moment. This is MNQ on my right side. Until that one moment where it slammed down right there. So I don't know, man. It's weird how I don't know. It's weird how MNQ and NASDAQ, they can trade the same way, but what's
The
happening behind the
delta's
scenes.
different.
Yeah, but at the same time, it does. See, I think that they are. I gotta look into it and maybe even go on ChatGPT and just brainstorm with ChatGPT about why and what could be happening. Like, they're working both of these, right? On an institutional level. There's got to be some kind of a strategy that they're implementing where they split up their risk on one and the other one. Why not? Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It would make perfect sense.
Well, the volume on MNQ is 2 or 3 times the volume as NQ.
Right. So, but look, let me just make sure that this is clear, just to finish this up here. So, I know it doesn't look as clear on MNQ, but on NASDAQ, you can see the intentions. And if you're seeing it set up on NASDAQ, you may want to apply it to MNQ as well, and vice versa. That's exactly why I have both of them up there, so that if I see something being engineered on MNQ, it might give me an idea on NASDAQ. And you're the one that gave me the idea to start watching both of them closely. So think as prices are trending up like this, up into these areas here, there are buy limits below. Limits, right? And these limits are traders that are willing to buy at these prices. Well, what was happening was we could see in the delta down here that we had aggressive selling, but price was pushing up, which meant every time somebody tried to sell, as you can see, they tried to sell all over in here. You see those little, those, well, those, this is from the big trades indicator. So these are abnormally big orders that are coming into the market compared to what's visible on the chart.
It was getting absorbed.
Right. And so every time they tried to sell, they were getting absorbed by these
Whoa.
buyers. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. Well,
Something fishy's going on.
what happened was at this moment, whoever, so think about it, they're selling, hitting it, and somebody's absorbing it. At one moment, somebody said, okay, boom, they removed their liquidity. And so what happened was the next person that pressed sell, the engine said, okay, let me match you with the next available price. Boom, it was down here. And that was for anybody and everybody that was selling. So that's called passive intent. And I'll break that down inside of our order flow class as well. So it's something, it's the same as what I talked about with pressure building. If you can start looking for it, then it can help you out. But
Okay, cool.
this is just a super clear sign of that happening right there where you can see
I
it.
think I'm going to start to do that 2 charts too, just so I can visualize the delta.
Yeah. If you're seeing something happen on one but not the other, then there's a good chance something's cooking up.
And that last 1 minute candle big drop, I mean, that was a pretty big drop right in 1 minute, like fast.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big candle.
It was like 40 points.
Yeah, $800 candle right there. And followed by a Titan. I'm not really trying to sell down here. I guess the partial TP doesn't look too bad. It's right before that low. I wonder what I wonder the delta that is on Tradeovate. I wonder how it's computed because it doesn't always make sense, you know what I mean? Like it's red and then the gray ones don't make sense to me. I totally understand the green ones and the red ones because they're typically matching in color and they're moving down.
Maybe gray is like it's moving in that direction but not strong.
Yeah,
Like a low
maybe.
volume.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is coming back down.
Yeah, it sure is. All right, we hit that 500 level. So what are we gonna do here now? A lot of sellers came in there. I don't know if those are stop losses or actual sellers, but pushing through pretty good. I had a feeling that we might do a little bit of what we're doing right now, because look at, well, see, now it's filling in, but earlier this was what I was talking about. That looks like what they call a low, where we had not single digits, we had double digit low on the current candle. It had come down to like somewhere in here. I was thinking we might drop back down into this prior area here, and we got this little line at 497. That was the POC. Let's see. Yeah, so this might be a good. I mean, this would be one of the best rejection areas right inside of here. The next best area would be clear down here. All the way down here at 380, and I don't know about, that's 100 points away. I don't know if we'd go down there. But here we've got all the volume from yesterday, and we've got most of the time spent from yesterday. We're at yesterday's POC pretty much. Looks like it's gonna go a little lower. We'll see. See all these stacked imbalances down here at the bottom, all these sells, sell, 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 sell. So you got plenty of sellers down here at the low, just selling away. At the very low. What a move. If anyone is selling, you're making some money right now. We're reaching these areas. Titans just calling them out over and over. We got buyers stepping in on this candle. I'm trying to zoom in enough to where I can read this footprint. It gets kind of weird on a screen like this when it is volatile.
You want to go to yesterday's low?
Let's see.
I'm getting close.
If it's down here, that's probably where we're heading. Yeah, I see it. We're at this little volume zone here. And we got yesterday's low right below that. It's 36 points. too big. I went right down to those volume zones there. All right. I had a feeling we were gonna end up. That I don't recommend that people always go to these lower time frames, but it's like once you've been staring at this long enough, you could always almost tell when there's a Titan signal setting up on these lower time frames. Like when the 1 minute gets to moving just so quick like this, where where you're wanting to get in, right? You're wanting to get in like something like this or something like that. When you go to these lower time frames, it's crazy the amount of trades that you'll see set up inside of those areas. Like there's in fact one right here down at the low. That's on a 15-second. But if you'd have to be, I mean, you'd really have to be doing that in a place where you expect price to turn around. But I like it. Oops. Let's see. See what we do at this 450 level if it holds up or no.
You think Titan has the same accuracy on the 15-second than it does the 1 minute?
I don't know if it's the exact same. I don't know if it is the exact same or not. I haven't traded like full time on the 15-second. I haven't even observed it long enough to to be able to tell you with confidence, yep, that's the one, But it is a continuation pattern. Titan, how it works, everything about it, it's a continuation pattern. So I'm sure it'll work, but it's just like anything, you know, if use it in certain areas, like, you know, like for example, it's a pretty good chance prices are going to turn around here, right? We've been kind of looking at it, we've been kind of talking about it, right? So if price was to break above these highs, and let's say we anticipated them to go to these prior highs, so we're aiming at this area and we're waiting for price to break above this area, just as an example. All right, so when price breaks up above the high, which is this area right here, then let's say it goes something like this. All right, that would be a Titan, right? And it's up above the high. You see what I mean? Of here, let me get rid of the zone. So it's up above the high. I didn't realize that the wick of that candle was there, but you get the idea. If we saw that on a 15-second, right? We're thinking about buying it. We're looking for a trade, you know, like it's in the right area, then yeah, you know, it's just another trade idea, right? It's just another trade idea. And the easiest way to know, you already know what I'm about to say, but the easiest way to know if it's going to work is to try it out over an extended period of time. You know, you just have to try it out. What I like to do is I'll put these I'll put these time frames and things on my chart and leave them there. So like when I made the volume levels, I know that I could sit here and take 100 trades off it, or I could also observe it day in and day out and day in and day out. And so a lot of times, if there's something that I really want to pay attention to because I see some potential in it, then I'll do that. You know, I'll put it on my chart and then I can just keep an eye on it and I can see, you know, like I could see that this trade won. I can see that this trade won. I can see this trade won. I can see that trade won. And I can get ideas from these, you know, just by looking at them here. So, but for the Titan on a 15-second full-time strategy, I just don't know. Man, if it's profitable, that'd be awesome because I could only imagine the amount of trades that you could get in like 1 hour time period, you know, just sitting there looking at the chart for about an hour, you'd probably get a ton of different trade opportunities. I tell you one thing, if you got good on the 15-second, you'd have no problem catching those trades on the 1 minute, huh?
I don't have a problem, clicking the buttons, but
Yeah,
it's usually like, should I even do this Titan trade? Where's it going from here?
right,
That's what I would really like to focus on. Then I feel a lot more confident about taking the Titan trade.
right.
Like I'm about to take one, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not even going to take one in this area." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Like right as I'm like, I wouldn't do it. You know what? Hey,
Yeah,
that's just me speculating. Sometimes sometimes don't listen to me. I'll analyze myself out of some trades for sure.
that's better than the opposite.
Right. I'm always looking for reasons to not take a trade. Like, yeah, no. What about this? What about that? No. I'm thinking about taking a trade at 425 with an 11-point stop. I wish I would have already gotten in. I would have just taken it 10 for 10 from 25 up to 50. Oh, I guess never mind. That's 25 points. So shoot, that's 15 points below the low. It's a $500 trade. Yeah, maybe not. I thought that I was measuring that wrong. I thought it was 10 points. I was gonna say from 25 to 400, but I misread it because it keeps bouncing off this 25 level and then going back up to the 450. So it's bouncing off 425, bouncing up to 450. And this is the second time it's happened. I wouldn't mind hopping in at 425 and getting out at 450, but I don't want to risk 500 on the trade with the lows being right here. And we got this round level. See, there I am. I'm analyzing myself out of a trade. The way my mind works is, oh well, instead of entering at 425, what if you just entered at 405 and put your stop loss at 399, and then you only risk 4 points, and then still take it to 450. Let's see. Is Matt still here? I did something for you, Matt.
Yeah.
I did something for you. Let's go in here.
It's a trap.
I love it.
It's under the. It's in the soundboard. I uploaded it. It's called "It's a Trap."
It's a trap. It's a trap.
There
I
you
found
go. Yeah, oh, there it is. All for you.
Here's one for waking or the morning roll call.
All right, we're pushing down. Let's see. Look, there's that freaking thing I said if I wanted to do. Should I do it? I might just do it.
Oh, right to the 400.
I know. I'm thinking about, should I go in?
You mean for a reversal?
Yeah, I said I wanted to trade right down here. Let me see if any buyers step in. It's a little bit. Yeah, we had a little bit of buyers. I'll watch it for a second.
I'll wait for 388.
It went lower, yeah. I missed every opportunity for that. I like actually planned that whole thing out. It's like I could go in at 405 with my stop down at 399, and then it literally went right down to 400, and I just watched it, and now I'm still watching it, and as buyers are just piling in right now.
It might touch it again.
Let's see.
I think it's gotta sweep that low.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting on. And then go for it. It's right there.
I took a little stab at it, but I just put my stop at 406.75. It's $170 for me. I'm just hoping the volume inside of that candle holds up, but I'm not very happy with it. I don't care about this trade. I'm gonna if I could have got a real strong position, I would have felt pretty confident trying to hold on to it, like longer term. I see a lot of volume up at like the 500 area, like sell limits piling back in. Yeah, that one knocked me out. And then it goes for the low again. So this has actually got a lot of aggressive selling in there too. That this candle that we're observing right here. What you gonna do? Delta is divergent right now to the upside. Wow. 4K volume in that candle so far. It's like 600 delta, negative delta.
We just dumping today.
It sure is. Dumping, volatile. soon. What is today? Today's Friday. That's all it's pretty much done is just sell all day.
We got a buy time signal coming up anytime soon. Is there one at 9 or 10:45 or whatever? Or that?
We have a sell signal coming up at 9:45.
Uh,
So we got the sell signal at 9:45. We had a buy signal. No, we don't have anything coming up. Nothing to save this thing.
hey, I was hoping.
Nothing to see.
Normally when it's tanking like this, what I'll do is I will go and look at my weekly levels, like these weekly levels that we draw up here, and I will try to see where the next one's at because a lot of times it's heading for that next level there. So, like what we can see right here, next level is 324 area. So 324. So if it keeps pushing down, I mean that's about 40 points away. That's our next major target is 324. That's why I like to have these marked up on the 4 hour because a lot of times they'll go from one level to another. Ooh. Wait a minute. Well, I was supposed to say I don't know why I'm not seeing my Titans set up here, but we're getting Titans. That's on a 15-minute. There it is. And then look at the quantum. It's just like, yeah, 8 o'clock. Or I should say 10 o'clock. That 10 o'clock came in. Big volume. There's another TP. Literally won like all Titans today. I'll be right back, guys.
Hmm.
All right. Anything happening? Oh, we went all the way down to 300. That happened.
Maybe.
Look like it's showing signs it might want to turn around.
Yeah. All right. I said that's what I missed. I missed this last push down. Holy moly, that was a push down. I wish I could have gotten in. I would have been really itching to buy basically any of these bullish candles after seeing that big push down right there. POS right at 1028.
I took profit on that candle.
Great job. Great job. I'm gonna go ahead and share my results right now. I don't know exactly what I'll end up with, but I'm at 855 right now. I had some wins and losses. It wasn't perfect, but got 2 tight ends, and then just really it was actually kind of some like smaller trades that worked out for me. I haven't caught in anything like really big.
Where do you click on again to show your results for the day? I forget.
You'll go into the trade of 8, and then on the top right corner,
Yep.
on the right side is what I'm trying to say. On the right side, you'll see all of your options over there, and one of those options will say report. Just click report and then press go, and it will it'll load it up for you.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. It's pushing down in there pretty good right now. I'm guessing most of the orders came in. No, it was right at 360, like just like at a random 360 price level is where all the trading took place. So I'd watch that area 360. That's also where the POC's at right now. It hasn't shifted over on TradingView, but that's because TradingView is not based on actual volume. But most of the actual traded volume right now is at 360. And then there's another kind of big bulk of volume right at where we're at now, which is at 50. So we basically got like this 10-point section of 60 and 50 here. The price is messing around at. Getting absorbed down here for sure. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm gonna hang out here for probably about 10 more minutes or so, and then I'm gonna hop off of here, take a little break before our webinar. I'm already green for the day.
Catch y'all Monday.
Yeah.
Me too. Catch y'all Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, man.
Yeah, I found out. I did it. I downloaded it. Thank you too.
What did you get, Lee? Or what'd you do?
I found it. What I was looking for over there on Tradeovate.
Okay, good. How'd you turn out this week? All in all.
So I just looked at today only. Today it says all trades, profit trades, losing trades. So all trades, my gross is I'm at 305, and then my profit trades is 347.50.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost one trade, $42.
Oh yeah, that's not bad then. So in one trade, $40.
Yeah.
Very good.
Let me see. So this week, total profit was 1,138. That was a profit trade.
So for the so for the entire week, so if you do your week, you've got over $1,000 profit.
Right.
What are you doing? Mainly Titan signals, or you doing a little price action?
Price action.
Nice. Well, great job.
Thank you.
You're making it happen.
Yep. One step at a time. I'm about to get a lot of accounts. I was talking to the young kid. I was telling you trades. He's 19. The young dude I was telling you about before.
Yeah.
He was saying that the accounts are like they're cheap right now. He was saying they're like $20 or something. I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know if he was talking about.
Go to my Discord, the STS server, and look at the section. If you'll remember to do this, the announcement section in Discord, every single
Yep.
time they do a deal, I'll break down the deal and I'll put all the details right there. So yeah, you
Okay.
can.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's
Yep.
mic is on.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the floor and then I'm gonna do the both bathrooms. Yep, you're welcome.
Peruvian, your mic.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I see the 90% off mega sale.
Yeah, it's they're claiming to be their best deal. Look, I knew this freaking thing was about to pop out of here. I even drew the arrow. See, I told you I got magic arrows. If I draw an arrow, if I draw an arrow, it does it. Yeah, keep an eye on there. Any time something happens like a deal, I always outline the deal right there. And then another thing too, for
Yep.
all of you guys that are here, something that you should do right now is go into the server right here, and you can go click on Simple Trading Solutions right there, go to notification settings and make sure that all messages are turned on right here, because in the past I used to send a lot of alerts to this server, and because of that it caused a lot of people to mute the server, so they're not seeing these messages. I'm no longer sending alerts, so you're not going to get bombarded with alerts all day long. I got rid of that, and now it's nice and peaceful. So make sure that you've got your notifications turned on. That's going to let you know relevant information. So we don't really post a lot of irrelevant information in Discord. We don't do a lot of spamming, nothing like that. So it basically, you're just going to be getting messages from me, announcements, things like that.
Yep. I got mine on.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right. Well, I snagged one more little piece on that way up right there. I had to get I had to get a little part of it. I've been waiting for it to turn around all morning, but that puts me a couple $100 up. It was just one more trade, so it went from 855 to 1100. And I'm done for the day, done for the week. Awesome week, you guys. Great job. That's one thing I gotta say is great job to everybody that really stuck through it. I see a lot of people that are, I don't know what it is, if it's the end of the year, people are getting super focused because of, the Christmas and the end of the year and their goals that they've set. But I'm really proud of everybody this week for doing what they did and sticking to it. Don't let this Friday, just as a little reminder, it's Friday, you guys. If you're profitable and you're happy, close the week out and spend this weekend enjoying that you were a profitable trader this week. You did what 90% of people can't do. So don't chase anything. The market's already a little bit slow-ish. Like, well, it's actually not too slow. It moved one direction. It's not our typical market. You know what we like. You know what kind of market we like. So don't end up on the wrong side of the market and fight it today. It's Friday. If you got your profits, call it. If you need help, ask for it. 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, I'll share the Zoom link. So I'll see mentorship on the Zoom webinar. For everyone else, I'll see you guys on Monday bright and early for open, and we'll get it. You guys enjoy your weekend.
See you Monday, man. Same to you.
All right. Bye-bye.